Alright, and we're doing it again. Hey, I had an idea for what I want to name my autobiography.
Mm-hmm.
Highs, lows, and counting toes.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Well, I used to date a woman who had a foot fetish.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the original video podcast.
And today we're going to be looking back at Look Back. Yo, you gotta give me more space between the cold opening and that.
No. God, how would you feel if you woke up and you didn't have any toes on your feet?
Oh, it ruined my life. Me and Alex, my roommate, had a conversation about this not too long ago. No, it was me and you first, where I explained that I walk barefoot around a lot and I like to grip the ground with my feet.
Yeah, I was fucking velociraptor walking.
It's how you move and get traction in traction.
So, this week we watched a movie called Look Back. It's from the guy who made Chainsaw Man.
It's about him going, look, back, and it's just a woman with a fat ass.
Yeah. I did not have time to watch this before this podcast. I've seen the movie, so
we watched it to celebrate October 7th.
But I have been so crazy busy. I'm about to review 4 different movies that I've watched just in the past 3 days.
It's funny, I also saw a movie.
The Substance, 10 out of 10. One of the best horror movies I've ever seen. Maybe best movie of the year.
What's The Substance?
I actually don't want to say anything more because you should watch it unspoiled. You would hate it, Millhouse. Don't watch The Substance.
Yeah, is it like heroin?
No.
Alright.
It's more like...
Is it oil?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Alright, you see that? I'm a detective.
The Substance, super good. 10 out of 10. A Real Pain, pretty okay.
It's got Wallace in it. Kieran McCulkey from Scott Pilgrim versus the dude's butthole.
There's an extended sequence where you get to look at Jesse Eisenberg's toes.
Counting toes.
Gladiator 1 by Ridley Scott.
Gay.
Okay, way too long. It's 3 fucking hours long. Makes me want to die. Glad-2-Deator by Ridley Scott.
Gayer.
Okay, a little bit too long.
Yo, Sharks to the Coliseum.
There was sharks in the Coliseum because they do a naval battle.
They should have put dolphins there because, Mediterranean, they love dolphins.
Okay, that's my review of every movie I've seen recently that isn't Look Back.
I saw another movie the same day I ended up watching Look Back called Simple Plan. Kind of like the Scooby-Doo theme. Simple Plan's great. Name. It's a pretty good Sam Raimi film. It's got 3 people and they find money.
Wait, we're not talking about the Drake song?
What?
God's Plan?
No, I don't listen to Drake.
Damn, okay.
Well, I listen to Qui-Gon Delilah.
Everyone should go listen to the Shaggy cover of God's Plan called Fred's Plan.
What? Well, you see, what happens is the reason they split up isn't to disorient the monster. It's because they always chase Scooby and Shaggy so Velma could actually solve the mystery.
I don't have any plot written for Look Back, but I could explain the plot really quick. And I mean really quick. We're a bit rushed today because Millhouse actually has work that I have to take him to.
They called in and they said, hey, listen, there's some homeless people.
They literally were like, Millhouse, we need you here to beat their teeth out their mouth.
We got new cleats for you.
No one else can do it. We got you a new stick. We got you new cleats.
Honestly, Millhouse is working their way up. They're going to be part of the CLPD very shortly.
Okay, so... the Look Back plot, a girl draws comics for her 6th grade class, and she loves it. She loves the attention. She's big pimpin'. And then one day, someone else draws a comic, and she goes, fuck.
A younger person drew better.
Was this not actually younger. They're the same age.
No, she's younger.
They're both 6th grade. They're in the same class.
They're not.
They are, though. They are in the same class.
This is a classic example of Brenton lying and gaslighting me.
And she goes, oh, fuck, this person's a better drawer than me, but I draw all the time. And then you get to see her, give up, and then get back into drawing, and get way into it, and then becomes friends with that person, and then fall out, and then that person dies in a horrible axe murder incident.
She had it coming.
And then the movie ends.
I have a couple notes on it. So first off, Fujino's reaction to Kiyomoto's like manga is so fucking real.
Yeah.
Fuck anyone who works hard and has any skill or talent.
Yeah.
I'm a fundamentally uncurious and untalented person, and I like being that way. No, too. Quitting was the right choice. So, I have an anecdote designed for this part. I am not naturally good at guitar. It's not like I could never play it. In fact, I get pretty okay. I get decent at it. Like, every couple of years, I go practice again. But I can just see the amount of effort I put in for, like, the comeback isn't something that's like, you know, I'm not talented at it. I'll never be talented at guitar. I got short, stubby, fat fingers, and I don't work hard enough. So anyone who's good at guitar sucks, and I hate them, and I hope they die. And I think that's the correct attitude to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to hear the only 2 notes I have for this movie?
Sure.
And I mean this when I say it's the only 2 things I have written down.
It's just lolly porn.
This first note is a hypothetical. Would you rather be in a 10-foot tall robot war body or be a humidifier?
Humidifier.
Okay.
So what's the deal with the 10-foot war body?
Well, you have to take over the world because like a mad scientist is in control of you.
You're only 10 feet tall. You're not going to succeed.
Yeah, I guess I'll be a humidifier.
See, that's the most fair point I've heard about this whole time. And then, okay. Now, the second one requires a bit of context. While I was watching Gladiator 1 with my little brother Bryson, we were cracking jokes about what we would do to defeat the Romans if we went back in time. So, like, I was making a joke. I was like, you know, if I went back in time to defeat the Romans, I'd just use mines. You know? I just put mines everywhere.
I think the Romans would beat that.
Well, let me get there. And so I was like, imagine being a Roman and you watch one guy step on a mine and it explodes. And I think that's enough to understand. I am assuming humans are fairly smart.
Yeah, a monkey can understand that.
That's enough to understand what a mine is, right? But I'm imagining one Roman dude who he sees that happen and he's like, well, that guy, he lost the favor of the gods. If you don't lose the favor of the gods, they don't explode. So he's walking around, he's picking up all the mines and strapping them to his armor.
Yeah.
Now, for extra context, this is when I was like, this is when I would use my powers of DNA manipulation to unleash unholy genetic abominations upon the Roman soldiers. And ultimately, this led to the thought of, okay, but Roman mine armor guy soldier sees like one 10-foot tall horrific flesh beast and he goes, I've got it, boys. And he sprints at him, fucking throws himself at him, does like the mine hug, completely vaporizes the flesh beast, and the rest of the Roman legion is just like,
Go for the eagle.
he did it. Fucking for Mars.
Well, like, I
All
think
right.
the real way Romans would deal with a landmine is slaves.
Oh my god. Go, slave.
Probably pigs.
Pigs is like an actual, because that's how they deal with like landmines, right? In like real life, a lot of times it's just release dogs, right?
Well, I think, like, slaves, depending on the era, were cheaper than pigs. Certainly during, like, the first servile war.
Yeah.
Okay, but this takes place in the late Empire stage.
Alright, so, another note. I could skip that one for later, but a fun anecdote about me that I'm going to really cut short is, I've only ever dated artists, and so I watch this movie and I go, oh yeah, I bet they'd like this. Dumb bitch.
Dumb bitches.
Alright. So, I gotta say, I really like the film. I think it's a good film. Another thing, I think it was really sad. Like, I saw it coming a mile away, but it still got me.
I think it's I think it's nice to get like a pretty short, not crazy tragedy. I don't know. I will say, like, I'm not super up and up on modern anime, and tragedy does get used a lot in anime compared to like
Saturday morning cartoons, I know.
yeah, compared to Adventure Time with Finn and Jake.
Adventure Time. Yo, honestly, I think I only like the first 3 or 4 seasons Not even of Adventure Time.
Having watched through most of it, there's some really good stuff in the later seasons, but a lot of it spends too much time on Finn being like, I want a girlfriend.
Listen, the scene when Finn looks in the mirror and like is holding his long hair by his head, said, "Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me."
But I have the same opinion about regular...
Can Jake the dog say the N-word?
Yes. I have the same opinion about regular show, where I'm like, I really like the first...
Jake's white.
The first couple seasons, and then like the last 3 seasons, there's so much of Mordecai being like, Margaret, why won't you fuck my bird?
I thought he got over her by the end.
He gets over her, and then he gets back into her at some point.
Damn, that's crazy.
And then he has to get back over her again.
And then he fucks a bat.
And then he does fuck a bat, yes.
Was it a bat? Oh yeah, the bat's at the end, because he had a cloud girlfriend, CJ.
Yeah.
Stands for Cloud Job.
The reason why he broke up with CJ is because Margaret shows back up for 1 episode, right?
Yeah, he fucking grabs a rock and he gives CJ's head.
You're joking.
I'm not.
It's at Muscleman's wedding, right?
Yeah, like actually.
She was only back for 1 episode?
She shows up and he completely fucks that whole relationship up.
What a piece of shit.
This is why Rigby's the best character.
He's not, he sucks.
No, Rigby might be a piece of shit, but he goes to school, he improves himself, and he becomes a better person, unlike anyone in that show.
I think other characters improve themselves a lot.
No, Pops dies. That's an
Skips.
an objective unimprovement.
He improves himself before that. Skips goes through working out to improve himself. Benson tries to work on his anger, and he tries to improve himself as a person. Him getting dumped is the funniest one. The wings. Here's the thing. I think regular show has a lot better batting average than Adventure Time, but those first 2 seasons of Adventure Time just capture a feeling in my heart of like being a child and wanting to adventure and maybe throw rocks at a car or something.
Regular show has a lot better like average. Adventure Time has way better standout episodes, while also having way worse individual episodes.
Yeah.
So anyway, I really like...
Yeah, I really like Look Back. It's good.
Actually, I think Look Back's okay. You know what my favorite Fujimoto thing is, though? It's Fire Punch.
Yeah, because you're an idiot.
Alright, you're gay.
Gabagool. Hey, I think we're pretty much done with this podcast. We have anything else to say about Look Back?
Make New Jersey great again.
Unrelated to Look Back.
Make New Jersey gay again.
Though I want to say, Look Back is a movie that's just, I think, not for me. It's for someone who's talented and works hard and has put effort into a skill and wants to improve themselves. I think her quitting the manga was the correct choice early on and just having a better life. It's a choice I made in school multiple times for any skill I was getting work hard on, and I think I made the right choice. I think hanging out with friends and having a good time is better.
Yeah, I get.
But also, between episodes, I learned that Cormac McCarthy is a pedophile.
Yeah.
So
honestly, not surprised.
So Augusta Britt is the 16-year-old that Cormac McCarthy kind of illegally adopted.
Yeah, have you read the article?
The New York Times article? By Nardine Saad, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to go over it.
Yeah, this is fucking crazy stuff.
Article by Nardine Saad. Here's a quote from it. Growing frustrated with the issues in Britt's personal life, McCarthy tweaked her birth certificate on his typewriter so she could run away with him to Mexico. It worked, but left trouble for both of them in the wake. I wonder why. She was his single muse, apparently. Oh, here's another one. Remember, this article and the way Augusta Britt describes it as, this is a good thing. Actually, he was great for this. The optics of the 3-decade age gap weren't ideal for them either. Despite characterizations of premeditated grooming, Britt asserted that she felt safer with him than with any other man in her young life at whose her hand she'd... She felt safer with him than with any of the many men in her young life at whose hands she had, in Barney's words, suffered unspeakable violence. McCarthy, who was married to his second of three wives, singer Annie DeLees, when he met Britt, still worried about statutory rape allegations and the Mann Act in the early days of their relationship. She said he was 43 and she was 17 when they first had sex. So, like...
Wait, sorry, let me do a joke real quick. George! The press! They keep saying my girlfriend's 17! That's it. It's just Jerry.
Did you know that Jerry Seinfeld? This is true. He actually like goes out of his way to tip like waiters a lot. For any like order over like $15, he'll tip like $38. Look this up. Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld, 1638.
1638.
Did you know this is true about Jerry Seinfeld? That he's actually a dock construction crane? Alright, that's the podcast.
How do you feel about George Costanza?
I love George Costanza.
I love George Costanza too.
Two thumbs up for Look Back.
So here's my opinion. We gotta go back in time. We gotta fucking waterboard Cormac McCarthy with dirty dishwater.
Yeah, and then introduce him to Jerry Seinfeld.
Hello, everybody. In Parkour Civilization, parkour is life.
Do you jump for the beef?
Yeah.
And I always tip because I'm a pro.
Alright, so listen. Yeah. When these two and my roommate Alex and I think another person were going to go watch Look Back in theaters, I was feeling a bit sick, so I laid down and I finished this because we'd started it. I ended up subscribing and I've watched all of his movies. Parkour Civilization Part 1 is, in my opinion, his weakest of his 4 films. This is, of course, second weakest, I feel, is Parkour Civilization Part 2. Though I actually really enjoy some of the plot, especially with C-Boss. Though I think Part 1's Parkour still has great jokes. After that, I think PvP Civilization is the second best, and I really do enjoy it. Has some good jokes in it. There's a long stretch where there's no real good fights. But early on, there's a good fight in the Wooden Sword Marketplace. And then I do enjoy him going through the parkour, like the training, and his duel with the like crown guy. Siwat is a major character in both this one and Parkour Civilization Part 2 in his videos. But I think his best one is actually his first one, which is about the context for his videos. Because he does videos that's just like Minecraft, but you do it backwards or whatever. And that's, of course, the simulation. And I like the video he has separate from the movie of the end of simulation. I think that's his best one. I think it's really good, and I wish he'd extended it to be a full 2-hour, 4-hour like movie. I'm excited for Minecraft Civilization Part 2, though. PvP Civilization Part 2, because I think it's going to be good. Even though I think So, PvP Civilization ends with, I don't really usually like the SMV animations. I think the actual in-game stuff's usually more interesting for the parkour. But for the fight, it's kind of cool. Because there's this totem they need to hit 3 times to revive. And both of them are fighting to get that third hit on it.
I like in Parkour Civilization when he goes, hey man, check it out. And then he does a backward spin jump to distract that guard. And the guard goes, oh shit, that was cool as hell.
He doesn't do a spin jump to that one. He does a backwards jump. And then the guard tries it and dies. And then the next guy tries it. Yeah. It happens 3 times. It's hilarious.
It's the best joke in
I think
Parkour
it's kind of
Civilization, I think.
God, his fucking signature move is, I'm going to do a spin.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
No one ever beats it.
Definitely, the way Parkour Civilization works is fascinating. Like, parkour as both a clout and a money system, and also how you just move throughout the world, very interesting.
It doesn't make as much sense. PvP Civilization makes a bit more sense.
Well, yeah.
In PvP Civilization, the durability on your sword is your life. And so halfway through the movie, when they discover that he's immortal, they kidnap his friend and tell him he's going to be a farm, so everyone can be immortal. They remade the movie in time, basically. Except for they answer the question of why can't everyone have infinite time?
So yeah, in a lot of ways, Parkour Civilization is the Minecraft version of the movie The Platform.
That Spanish movie we watched?
Yeah.
What's the platform?
There's like it's from like Castile, but like there's like this movie where there's this prison, and like every day, like their favorite food is brought down on a platform, but like the people on the first 10 floors eat everything, and every month you like move positions. Like first month, let's say you're on floor 5, you're living life. Next month, you might be on floor like 97, and you don't get to eat almost never.
The basic premise is like there's one platform that has all of the food for the entire prison on it. that just slowly lowers throughout the prison.
And I imagine if you don't get back off on time, you're stuck in a lower level.
No. You can't get on the platform.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they can.
Well, you can, but
it only ever brings you down.
Yeah, it only ever brings you down.
Yeah, so you don't do that. Yeah.
Unless you're Mario, then you can do like wall jumps. And
Yeah. Unless you're Mario, and then you triple jump and you use the wing cap.
So, what's your favorite part of Parkour Civilization Part 1? So, I really enjoy when he gets to...
How do you separate Part 1 from Part 2?
You've never seen Part 2.
Yeah, we haven't seen it.
I'm the only one who's seen it.
So Part 1 ends with him defeating the...
Becoming Parkour God.
Well, how do you have a Parkour Civilization 2 then?
Presumably it's him as Parkour God.
No, so you understand. He gets kind of arrogant. Evbo, as Evbo does. Gotta have that green, branding deal, but... There's a section of Parkour Civilization that was cut off. And this is, of course, chainmail. It's the middle section that people have forgotten about. And in it, there's a prisoner. And the way they do things there is different. It's not a you take turns. It's a race parkour. And so he has to figure that out and do that. And he discovers that the old man that was his mentor maybe made some mistakes in the past. And he gets to work with Seawater a bit more. A recurring character in his videos. I don't remember the name for him, but there's also a dude that's a wither skeleton in a suit. Probably my favorite character in his videos. So Part 2 is a lot more about he's at the top of his game, but things aren't quite right. And if he wants to get back to where he's king of the sky, he needs to figure out what's going on. And he's got this friend who's held hostage for part of it. That's a recurring thing sometimes.
My favorite part in Parkour Civilization Part 1, and I have a couple things.
Bruce down?
There's a couple things that I think about. First off, I think about him buying his house.
Oh, yeah.
Then I think about the backwards jump and killing people with it. Then I think about him buying the slime jump and giving that guy the tip.
Oh, yeah.
That guy comes back twice.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
He makes the beef.
And then the first big parkour battle he does. You know, after he gets the area in parkour.
Yo, he wins it, yeah.
Yeah, and he starts getting the blocks. Like, that's pretty fun.
I think
the first Coliseum run.
Yeah, the prison had some good jokes in it. Yeah, like his neighbor who falls. He's doing this on purpose. He has that joke in one where the video is Minecraft, but you guys don't fill up creeper holes. And then it's just skyblock, basically.
Yeah, that's fun.
I mean, I'm sure if I was like 9 or 7, I'd find those jokes funny.
I do.
And I am 9 and 7, so I find them funny.
It's pretty funny.
I just could not fucking laugh a single time.
So it's pretty funny. I got dumped. Then I immediately started watching baby content from Mario 64. Then I moved on to baby content from Minecraft. And it is explicitly, I'm feeling down about the getting dumped. Then I go watch these and I forget about it.
You should try Cocoa Melon.
That's the next step.
Okay. Forget a CEO of healthcare. When are we getting that guy?
We're getting the Cocoa Melon guy.
If you guys don't cut this, I'm going to jail.
Alright.
No, don't actually cut it.
Baby finger, where are you?
Baby shark, let's hunt too.
Yo,
you seen one?
I've never heard
Baby Shark. Defend the pose.
So I've never actually heard Baby Shark's song. I just know that a Tennessee prison played it for 7 hours straight.
It goes Baby Shark do 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 Baby Shark do do do.
Are you fucking with me?
Let's go. Hunt.
You think I'm fucking with you?
Do not play it on the podcast.
It's like the worst of children's songs.
You should listen to it though, because I'm not fucking with you. That is literally what it is.
So, what's everyone's favorite Minecraft YouTuber? Mine's probably, I forget his last name, Alex something, where he just does the videos where it's like, dun 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 dun, ba 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 ba, and it's just Minecraft videos that are goofy.
I haven't watched a Minecraft YouTuber in a million years.
Your favorite was Sky Guy, right?
No. Is that
Sky does Minecraft.
Is that one of the ones that turned out to be a pedophile?
No, he's one who insane.
Oh. No, my favorite one is Uber Hacks or Nova.
Oh yeah, Uber Action Nova, who just abused his employees.
Yeah.
He did?
I don't know.
No.
Probably.
Tell me more about it.
So Cow Chop. You guys know what Cow Chop was?
No.
They were a like
You look so disappointed.
subsidiary of a subsidiary. I cannot say the word right now.
Yeah, they were a
subsidiary.
They were a submissive to
A dependent.
No, subsidiary of Rooster Teeth for a while. Kind of like a. I almost forgot the funny LA thing. Adam.
Funhouse. I know that one for some reason.
Yeah,
so,
every day he'd go in with a bottle.
Cow Chop had a good season of theater mode, which was their version of Mystery Science Theater. But basically, Alex, the main guy, who you may know as Immortal HD, he was in the later season of Sandy Not Included with Dexter. And overall, not that funny, though I remember my freshman year, I would put on his sim videos and be up all night before class, and I didn't even enjoy them. I remember he killed his wife or whatever, or his wife's family.
I'm sorry, what?
No, it's Sims.
Oh. Yo. I actually was about to get hella excited.
Yeah.
But no, so like...
You ever hear about that
He just abuses, like... I remember there was an Asian guy they abused the hell out of. It was just a shitty workplace where the top people were just abusive and would destroy the places they live, wouldn't treat their employees right.
Beat their wives.
There's like a great compilation of them destroying...
Yeah, beat their friends' wives.
Stop. There's a compilation of them destroying the place they live.
Beat their friends' wives' kids.
There's the fire situation.
Fire situation?
They set a fire. They didn't have any fire extinguishers.
Okay. Yeah, that is a fire situation.
Don't they live in Texas?
No, I don't remember where they lived. But they lived out of Texas.
Brandy then reads off their personal addresses.
But no, it was crazy. Immoral, like, Alex just... You watch it and there's like a hypocrisy thing where he'll fuck with people, but you can't fuck with him.
Oh.
But yeah, no, Cow Chop was funny and it sucks. Ironically, there was this, another one, Sugar Pine or whatever, 7. And I thought that one was kind of whatever, kind of sucked. And I enjoyed the joke of him going, he's a car cuck, because he lets everyone drive his car for him. And then there's a video where he visits the Cow Chop guys and gets abused like hell. And they got a clown. And I think that's their best video.
So, have either of you two heard about that YouTuber that killed his wife and then tried to fake a live stream?
Oh yeah, it's so good.
An alibi?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was the situation. I thought that it was going to be a situation like that. I can't remember his name.
But I do know he failed.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he failed.
Yeah, that's a good Columbo episode. Honestly, like,
yeah.
I love Columbo so much.
I have another story like that. I did not kill my wife. I simply left her in the woods. Sorry, I meant in urban stall. No, I haven't heard about it from Mio.
What is that a reference to?
JF Parley.
Oh yeah, the guy that moved to Texas so he can date a mentally disabled woman.
No.
Former guest of the Drunken Peasants.
Yeah, that's where I saw him.
Yo, shout out to the time he was in a rap battle with a guy named G-Man, and he lost to him. He lost to G-Man, who is like a terrible rapper. And I remember watching like all the people go like, G-Man lost. It's like, they're just saying that to make G-Man mad. Like, G-Man molested JF in that fucking rap battle.
What's everybody's favorite epic rap battle of history?
Julius Caesar versus